The gravitational anomaly around Kepler 442b made everything weigh 3 times its normal mass. Commander Lyra Rodriguez had spent 5 years adapting to this crushing world, her muscles hardened into steel cables beneath her exosuit. The ceremonial mace of the Terran Defense Corps hung at her side, 47 pounds of quantum-forged titanium that most soldiers couldn't even lift in standard gravity, let alone here. Lieutenant Marcus Webb stepped off the transport shuttle, his legs immediately buckling under the planet's merciless pull. Fresh from Earth's military academies, he was all theoretical knowledge and zero practical experience with high-gravity warfare. His clean uniform and unblemished equipment screamed rookie to every veteran on the base. "Another Earth-soft pretty boy," muttered Sergeant Vale, watching Webb struggle to maintain his footing during the welcome briefing. "Give him a week before he's crying for a transfer." Lyra observed the new lieutenant with calculating eyes. The Terran Defense Corps had a tradition, an old, savage custom that separated the worthy from the weak. When a commanding officer doubted a subordinate's capability, they would present their ceremonial mace. If the recipient could hold it steady for 60 seconds in front of the entire unit, they earned respect. If they dropped it, they were transferred to supply duties on some cushy orbital station. It was meant to be merciful, really. Better to fail privately than die publicly when the Nextry raiders inevitably attacked. 3 days into Webb's deployment, the moment arrived. A reconnaissance mission had gone sideways. Webb's tactical suggestions from the briefing room had seemed sound, but they'd nearly cost 2 soldiers their lives when applied to Kepler 442b's brutal terrain. The unit's faith in their new lieutenant had evaporated faster than moisture in the planet's thin atmosphere. Lyra called for evening assembly. 200 hardened soldiers formed ranks in the main hangar, their faces grim with expectation. This ritual had played out dozens of times over the years. The mace had claimed many careers, and everyone knew it. "Lieutenant Webb," Lyra's voice echoed off the metallic walls. "Step forward." Webb approached with measured steps, though she could see the tremor in his legs. Whether from exhaustion or fear, she couldn't tell. His pale blue eyes met hers without flinching, which surprised her. Lyra unclasped the mace from her belt. The weapon gleamed under the harsh fluorescent lights, its surface etched with the names of every commander who had wielded it. She extended it toward Webb, handle first. "This belongs to those who prove themselves worthy," she announced. "Can you bear its weight, Lieutenant?" Webb reached out with both hands. The moment his fingers closed around the handle, Lyra released her grip. The mace's full weight hit him like a sledgehammer. His arms screamed, his shoulders burned, his entire body shook with the effort of keeping the weapon level. Lyra began the count. 1, 2, 3. The soldiers watched in tense silence. Webb's face flushed red, then purple. Sweat poured down his forehead despite the hangar's chill. At 30 seconds, his left arm began to give out. At 45, his knees started to buckle. 57, 58, 59. Webb's entire frame convulsed with effort. His vision blurred. His heart hammered against his ribs. 60. The mace remained steady in his grip. A collective intake of breath swept through the ranks. Webb had done something unprecedented, not just held the weapon, but maintained perfect form while doing so. His hands hadn't wavered, despite the obvious agony. Lyra stared at him with newfound respect. "By tradition," she said slowly, "the mace passes to you, Lieutenant. You've earned command of Alpha Squad." Webb finally allowed his arms to drop, but he kept the mace upright. His voice came out as a hoarse whisper. "With respect, Commander, I'd prefer to earn that through action, not ceremony." He offered the mace back to her. Lyra smiled for the first time in months. Perhaps this Earth-soft pretty boy might survive Kepler 442b after all.